Coming up on 10 on 10, find out about a scandalous reunion.
I'll show you one of the best moments from the SNL 40th anniversary show.
And which country artists are making their way to the best place in the world, Central Illinois.
All of that and lots more coming up on 10 on 10 after the newscast, which starts right
now.
Emily, we're supposed to do it at the same time.
Okay, you gotta be a little quicker then.
Do it again. Which starts right
now.
Emily.
Emma. Okay,
which starts right now.
Your campus, your community, your life. This is Bloomington Normal's one and only live newscast, TV 10 News.
Local authorities are investigating the death of a 14-year-old girl. Good afternoon, I'm Maria Turinetti.
And I'm Kendyll Durst. The death is considered to be suspicious, but we don't know much more than that right now. Kaylee Easton lived in rural Bloomington and was last seen Tuesday at her home. Her parents reported her missing that evening. The McLean County Sheriff says they think Kaylee walked away from her home and they do not believe weather played a factor in her death. They want to hear from anyone who saw a female walking Tuesday near US 51 or South Morris Avenue.
The Bloomington Police Department wants you to take a look at some surveillance video to help them catch a pair of gas station robbers. TV 10's Remington Ragland joins us in the studio with the details on this story. Remington?
The video gives a very clear shot of one suspect's face. That's why Bloomington police have put it on their Facebook page. The suspect was the lookout when another man robbed an East Side gas station on Wednesday night. Upon their arrival to the Hucks on the corner of Eastland and Hershey Road, officers spoke with the victim who said one white male entered the store with a handgun and demanded an undisclosed amount of money while another white male stood outside the door as a lookout. The armed suspect had his face partially covered while the other suspect on the lookout was not wearing any kind of facial covering. This suspect is believed to be between 16 and 22 years of age. The Bloomington police are asking for the public's help in identifying the suspects from the surveillance footage that was released to the public last night. And as always, they are promoting community safety and awareness.
Anytime you should practice due diligence, be aware of suspicious activity, and always feel free to contact the Bloomington Police Department.
Anyone with information that leads to the arrest and indictment of the suspects may be eligible for a $1,000 reward. Dave McCluskey at 309-434-2380 with any information regarding this case. I'm Remington Ragland reporting live. Now back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Remington. The Bloomington City Council will consider whether to formally censure Bloomington Mayor Terry Renner for comments he made last week on a conservative blogger's website. The council will meet in a special voting session at 6:30 p.m. at City Hall in Bloomington tonight. Last week, Renner apologized to blogger Diane Benjamin and the city council. He posted a crudely worded rant in response to a perceived attack on his son. The meeting was requested by all 9 aldermen, and Renner is expected to speak. Public comment will be allowed.
Heartland Community College, along with many other community college officials, are breathing a sigh of relief after Governor Bruce Rauner's proposed budget. Higher education would face steep cuts under the governor's plan, but Rauner wants to keep community college funding intact. WJBC reports Heartland Community College President Rob Widmer was relieved to hear community college funding would remain the same.
The Board of Trustees had an update on the budget situation in Springfield at its meeting this morning, but they also had some business to deal with that's close to home. TV 10's Connor Boyd is live in the newsroom with more. Connor?
The Illinois State Board of Trustees held their first quarterly meeting this morning. It's been decided that 2 buildings on campus will be getting a makeover. The Illinois State Board of Trustees held their first quarterly meeting this morning. The first item on the agenda was approved in order for the Nelson Smith Building and Julian Hall to have renovations. Both buildings have roofs over 20 years old and were in desperate need of repair. Along with campus and health safety, the Nelson Smith Building houses ISU police, who are happy to see it get some updates.
Well, we've experienced some roof leaks over the last decade or so. At least to my knowledge, it may have been even longer than that. So we have a number of buckets in our ceiling. We'll be glad to hopefully get rid of those.
The roof repairs will cost $1.3 million, and a construction date has yet to be decided. I'm Connor Boyd, Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Connor. Another item on the Board of Trustees agenda today is looking to help students boost their chances at full-time jobs. TV 10's Andy Dane has more.
These fashion design tools are just a sample of the work being done by family and consumer sciences students at ISU. The department is using a variety of classes to prepare students for the upcoming job search, and 4 new majors that could be on the way are aimed at helping students after graduation.
If you're in an HR department and you're doing a quick read of resumes, you might not automatically assume that the person who has a degree in family and consumer sciences has a background in apparel merchandising and design.
Department Chair Ani Yezejian says the new majors won't slow down students' progress to their degree. It will actually speed up the process. Assistant Professor Elizabeth Reed gave us a sample of the fashion being designed by ISU students who were hard at work on Wednesday.
These students are going for a spring sort of theme in this window, choose your own fairy tale. So I think they were inspired by some retailers like Anthropologie or Free People, places like that, and they are required to do some research in that way.
But don't let all these clothes fool you. Yezejian says there's also a lot of other things going on at Turner Hall. The department is using a variety of classes.
Yeah. Again, some colors aren't going to shift particularly much.
To help prepare students for the upcoming job search, which Yezejian says is looking promising.
There are lots of very interesting job opportunities available out there, and so it really is a field of the future.
The department is confident that the board will approve the new majors, which Yezejian says will help boost the success of the growing program. Reporting for TV 10 News, I'm Andy Dane.
Yezejian says the changes will not be drastic, but that students should see the effects after graduation.
Other action from the Board of Trustees today, they voted to authorize some work on 3 campus parking lots, F67, G67, and S67. These are east of Milner Library. They will be resurfaced and new lighting will be added. They also approved replacing fire alarms on West Campus, and they authorized renaming what used to be the Driver's Education Building.
Those members of the board were on hand for a special ceremony, part of the university's birthday. TV 10's Grant Jones has the story.
The band is playing. People are taking their seats. And President Larry Dietz is making his way to the stage. These are just some of the things happened on ISU's Founders Day. Founders Day gives credit to hardworking Redbirds on outstanding achievements they have reached. Why is this day so important for our university?
It's always good as we move forward to look past and to see what's been done before us. So it gives us some significance and some baseline as to what we need to do to keep moving forward. And again, it's special to think about what this university's meant to the community and so many students.
A strong statement from one of our own communication professors, Lance Libbert. Lance won the Outstanding University Service Award. He is involved with the United Way Optimist Club and the Epiphany Junior High speech team. For another individual, it was a very special day as Maggie M. got the Diversity Achievement Award. For the last 16 years, she has been helping Latino and underrepresented students with her work. She explains what winning the award really means to her.
I give unselfishly my time and all my efforts to serve my students, so it's nice to get that recognition, to be recognized and give Latino students a platform on our campus, which is so important, and ISU cares about us. So
today was a great way to recognize all the hard work the students, teachers, and faculty have done over all the years. For TV 10 News, I'm Grant Jones.
And this was Larry Dietz's first time presiding over Founders Day. He's been president for just 11 months now.
Coming up, see what healthcare deadline is getting an extension.
And we'll see what part of the world is getting hit by a strong storm when we come back.
The deadline for those wanting to enroll in Obamacare has been extended.
And that tops our Look at Your World at the noon hour. The Obama administration says the extension is for those who owe a penalty for being uninsured last year. The special enrollment period runs from March 15th through April 30th. In the meantime, administration is admitting that around 800,000 enrollees received incorrect subsidy information on their tax forms. Depending on the enrollee, they were told their subsidy was either too high or too low.
UK police are looking for information on the whereabouts of 3 teenage girls. The girls are on their way to Syria. The teenage girls went missing Tuesday. The 3 were close friends and students at the same school in East London.
Roads have been blown off homes and debris is spread across the road after twin cyclones blew through Queensland, Australia. The tropical cyclone Marcia has left the coast with severe property damage. Various power lines and trees fell throughout the area. This afternoon, many families that have not evacuated have been asked to remain inside their homes due to falling debris.
And now we have Lauren here in the studio with us. Lauren, can you give us a look at our weather?
Well, we can thank Winter Storm Pandora for our big story today, which has to do with the freezing temperatures that we're experiencing here at ISU and also all across the Midwest as well. Right now on the campus of ISU, it's around 12 degrees, but feels around -6 with the wind gusts of 22 miles per hour. Across the U.S. right now, we can see that Winter Storm Pandora is making its way to the east. We can see it feels around 4 degrees up north towards Chicago and 19 degrees in St. Louis area. But with wind gusts, we have gusts of around 23 miles per hour, and that's going to be heading east as Winter Storm Pandora continues heading that way as well. And with those wind gusts, we're going to be experiencing wind chills of -15, -12, and even into the -20s as the weeks go on. Tonight's forecast, we can see around 21 degrees, but we're also going to be getting some snow around 3 to 5 inches, and that should end later tonight and no more snow for the rest of the week. For our extended forecast, we can experience a little bit of a rise in temperatures, but then temperatures are going to drop come Monday with a low of 0 degrees.
So Lauren, it looks like it's going to be pretty cold out there.
Pretty cold indeed, yeah. Earlier this morning, I actually went outside to see how the bitter cold has been affecting activity on ISU's quad. Cars don't want to start. Students don't want to go to class. And the crows that seem to be hanging around campus still? They aren't too happy about the recent drop in temperatures in Illinois and across the Midwest either. The average monthly temperatures in Illinois at this time of year tend to be around 38 degrees. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing that number for a while, with temperatures remaining in the high teens and low 20s for the next 2 weeks. It is obvious that no one wants to get out in the cold, and ISU has yet to have a cold day where students and faculty don't have to attend regular classes due to freezing temperatures outside. But until then, those employed by ISU will continue working, and classes will continue as well. Here are a few cold weather tips to remember during this time of the year, provided by the American Red Cross. Make sure to wear layers of lightweight clothing. Hats and gloves help prevent the loss of body heat. Be aware of the symptoms of frostbite, including numbness and white, blue, or yellow discoloration of the skin. Finally, know the signs of hyperthermia. If someone is experiencing dizziness, confusion, and severe shivering, they should immediately get medical attention.
All right, thanks so much, Lauren. Coming up, we'll find out what's new in the tech world next. We'll hear about a mission to Mars.
And find out what celebrities like Beyonce may soon be wearing clothes that can help stop a pesky problem.
In today's segment on Your Tech, a one-way ticket is proving pretty popular.
And there's a new way to puzzle the paparazzi. TV10's Connor Small joins us now. Connor?
Thanks, ladies. Last week we talked about a company funding Mars colonization, and now it's become even more realistic. Mars One, the group who is planning to send humans to the Red Planet, has announced its 100 candidates for the one-way expedition. The group of finalists was